afternoon, guys. Welcome back to Bullhornbeach. What I wanted to show you today was a couple of knots that I've used over the years, and I use these a lot. Chickens are right here by me again. The Canadian jam knot is something that I learned from Dave Canterbury, and I use that thing all the time. And I just found a simpler way to tie it, kind of by accident. So I thought I'd share that with you. Stand by just a second. I gotta get rid of these chickens. Okay, so this is how I string my tarps up, and I use a quick release with toggles, and I'm sure someone else has done it, but this is what I've been doing for a while now, so I thought I'd share that with you. None of this stuff is new. It's other people have done it. These are just kind of my take on it. This is the way I do things. So okay, so all I have is this black cordage, and I'm hoping it shows against a white shirt. But I always put a stop knot in the end of my ropes right here. It just keeps it from fraying any more than what you can see there. So the way I do the Canadian jam knot is take a bite in the line, just however big you want it. It doesn't have to be very big. Okay, kind of like that. Twist it over one time with your finger, and then reach through with your finger and thumb and grab the working end of the rope. And then when you cinch that down, this is your loop that will be used for whatever you're tying up. When you cinch that down, the knot comes all the way down to it, and it starts to tighten up on there. Tightens up really tight. I'll get my tarp up here, and I'll show you how that's tied on. Okay, so I got my tarp just kind of wadded up right here, and what I would do is, again, we'll take this out, take a little bite out of your line there, turn it over one time with your finger, grab the long end of the line to make that little knot there, and then when it cinches up tight, it becomes the Canadian jam knot. And the knot doesn't always go all the way down, that's okay. But anyway, you can just open this loop up, real simple. And cinch it down. I'll get this up where you can see it here. Cinch that knot down on whatever you're going to tighten it against, and the knot did pull in there. So anyway, and then that holds tight. To get it loose, simply pull the tag in, it loosens it all back up. Really cool knot. I even use that knot to tie the gate shut on my wife's garden. To keep the chickens out, we put a little fence around it and she put a gate on it. So these aren't too tight. They're really easy to untie. The easiest thing is to break the back, but they will just slip right out like that as well. Okay, so that's the Canadian jam knot. The next one, this is something I came up with one night sitting in my recliner or something, but it's the same concept, and this is to make a loop similar to the bowline knot. I wouldn't trust my life with this knot, but like with a bowline, but it's an easy way to get a loop. Exact same thing. Take a bite out, twist it once with your finger, reach through with your thumb and your forefinger, but this time grab the tag end of it and pull that through like this. And then what that does is pulls the knot down, and then they bite together right there. But that gives you a sturdy loop on that end. And to get it out, just pull the two pieces apart and they just pop right apart. Let me do that one again. Okay, so you got your stop knot between your thumb and forefinger. Take a bite out of your line, twist it over one time, reach through the loop with your thumb and forefinger, grab the tag end and pull that through. You can release the knot from your right hand. I'm right-handed, and when that bites, it will give you this loop, and that loop will stay that size. Okay, good way to get a loop. Once you do that a couple of times, it's really fast and easy to get done. Nothing to it. And I think that might be the Honda knot or lariat knot. I've heard people call it that, but honestly, I'm not sure. Now I'll show you how I put this on my tarp with a couple of quick releases to make it easy to take back down later. When I tie a tarp up, grab the bite in the line, twist it over, grab the tag end, pull that out, and get my loop. Now what I like to do is just take this around the tree, pull it through like that, find a stick on the ground, and now you got a toggle in there. So that will hold your tarp up, you know. Okay, so on the other end, I just do the trucker's hitch, and I think most everybody knows how to do that. I'll go through it here. Wrap this around a tree. And like I said, everybody uses this knot, so put a bite in it. Pull your loop in. Run the long end through it. And actually, I like to do mine just a little bit loose, and I'll show you why here in just a second. So I'm just going to tie this loose for now. Not tied at all. Okay, so we got our ridge line up, and it's tied very loose. And the reason for that is when I put my tarp up, I just like to give that a pinch. And these holes are very small holes on here. It's going to be hard to see, but anyway, you take that pinch, put it through the hole, and grab it from the other side, and then you can put a toggle in that. Just a stick in my case. Okay, so that's what you got when you're done. Okay, so now you can see I've got the other side. I've got a toggle in there. Our tarp is hanging up from both sides. Then I just simply take the trucker's hitch, tighten it up to where I want it to be. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not since I stretched it over. And tie your trucker's hitch, and you've got your tarp up. Of course, you peg out the back two sides as well. So now, the quick release part of it. When you go to take this down, it goes pretty fast because you just loosen your trucker's hitch up. And then your toggles, they just pop right out. I'll go get the other one out. Okay, so both of the toggles are out of the tarp. Line is off the tree, and this quick release is very loose now, and it's off. One of my favorites right there. Okay, so the last knot that I want to show you is the one I use virtually every day, and that's how to tie your shoe where your shoe won't come untied. I got this off of Jason Hunt's channel. He had a guest on there one day, and I don't recall his name. I apologize for that, but that's where I got it from. So what I do, let me untie this. It starts out just like any other time you tie your shoe, just like that. Okay. Take the right one over, left side over top of that. I grab it with the first two fingers and the thumb. Okay. Pinch them together with your right hand, if you're right-handed. Left thumb, take that string through that center loop. Right forefinger, take that string through that center loop and then pull that out. I won't say your shoes will never come untied, but mine have not come untied yet since I've been using this knot. I'll do it one more time here. Okay, so it starts out like any other shoe that you tie. Just like that. Right side goes over, left side over top of that. Pinch them together. Left thumb goes through the loop. Right forefinger, put that side through the center loop, and then pull that out. Those are the knots that I use all the time. Okay guys, so there you have it. Those are 4 knots that I use frequently. The one I use on my shoes, I use that just about every day. When I tie my tarp up, I use the quick release toggles on them. Makes it come down real easy. So thanks again for watching here at Bullhornbeach. We'll see you next time.